Hey, welcome back to the channel. Flocko 2 Raw here. It's your host with the most. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me so far. And today we're gonna be reacting to Sprout. Sprout has a video about asking 80-year-olds a few questions about their biggest regrets, right? And with me, I'm closer to half a century. Yeah, do the math. I'm 35, closer to 50 than I am 20. Blah, blah. Yeah, actually, yeah, I am because I get older, right? Math on point. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. Hopefully, this gives me some insight, get into my, give me a little wisdom to my older years, and also hopefully it gives y'all some insight to y'all current years that you're going through, so that way y'all can make a change now. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, man. Let's see what they got going on. Yiddy.
Or a big regret that you have that taught you a valuable lesson in your life?
My haste to get married, and it backfired, really.
I don't have any children. I did regret it, of course.
Very few things in life are.
Let me try to move myself real quick. So I feel that if I can maneuver myself, we can see a couple of things a little different. Cool. It's kind of weird for me being up here, man. You know.
Worth fighting over, but one sees the end coming.
It took me quite a long time to realize that.
In this video, I'll be in Montreal, Canada, asking strangers in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, some of the oldest and wisest people in the world, about their biggest mistakes and their advice for someone of your age. How old are you?
96.
96?
Yeah,
Seriously?
Good, 96.
possibly.
Are you actually 96?
I promise you I'm 96.
Wow. Okay.
I think I'm 93, maybe it's 95, but I'm not sure.
Somewhere around there.
I just turned 75.
What does it feel like to be 75?
Honestly, I have not processed it yet because I'm fit, play tennis four
Yeah.
times a week, and I'm really lucky health-wise.
Each morning I go to the swimming pool before I go to work. I read, I walk, I bicycle. This is passion. And when you love doing something, it doesn't need effort to do it.
I have a wonderful husband, a lot of friends. I can still do a lot of things. I had to give up a lot of things too. But
I think that's the hard part of it.
Yeah, no, I feel that. So me currently, I am 35. Um, but I have to give up a lot of things because I was, I'm trying to make it fast, but I toured Afghanistan 2011, 2012. And I got hit by IED, got blown the fuck up, like bad, right? And yeah, I was like 21 at the time, and my body now it started. I ain't gonna say deteriorate. I don't want to say deteriorating because I don't want to be like that, but like my body is feeling everything. Like, I'm gonna say it started like 26. I started feeling everything. So now I'm down to working out. Like I still work out, but I can't work out like I used to. I used to work out every day, maybe an hour and 30, 2 hours, 2 hours a day. Now it's like I'll be lucky to get 3 days in. I'll be lucky to get maybe 4 days and like an hour in because my body just beat up. And now I have, I have a 2-year-old, so I'm constantly moving after him. But I've been doing a lot to make sure my body stays decent. But man, and these people
And you have to give up certain
walking
things
better than me,
because of your
bro.
age.
Where do you think people go wrong? I say a lot of people who are 75, just from our experience, they don't feel the way you feel.
I don't know if it's so much they go wrong, but I think it has a lot to do with whether or not you're social, you're interacting a lot, you've got sort of friends, people that, you can see and share with. I think that's a lot of it. People tend to get lonely, then they get withdrawn, and they get kind of grumpy, and then it affects their health.
Since I'm feeling well, I have no complaints.
90.
But one sees the end coming.
What does it feel like to see you describe one sees the end coming? What does that feel like?
I'm expecting my first great-granddaughter in January. I'd like to see her. I will die with a smile on my face, but regret that I'm missing so much. But
That's tough. So luckily, I was able to see my great grandparents on one side, and I had my great grandmother for quite some time. Currently, because my family's like, I have a big family, but they started having kids young. When it comes down to my baby boy, I made my grandmother a great grandmother, and I made my grandmother, great grandmother on my side. My grandfather that was married to her, he passed away a few years ago before he was born. So he didn't get to meet him, unfortunately. And my grandparents on my dad's side, so they're great grandparents as well. They've been great grandparents, but for me, they're great grandparents.
also, I feel the world is going to hell, so I feel...
It's a good time.
no, I feel bad for my children. It's not...
Yeah. He thinks.
What do you think makes a great life, in
Clearly.
your opinion?
What makes a meaningful life is to have good relationships with all kinds of people. Be able to talk to people from all kinds of generations.
Right.
You notice I haven't said anything about children because I don't have any children.
Damn.
Was that your choice?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you regret that?
No.
Did you ever regret it?
I did regret it, of course.
Yeah.
I did feel that it's something that I should perhaps have done, but I wasn't cut out for it.
Okay.
When you think back on your life, what's a big mistake that
Okay. Now that was deep, because a lot of people aren't cut out to be parents, but they have kids, right? So for her to be able to just blatantly say that means a lot. That she was very in tune with herself, and she knew that it wasn't what she wanted, or she wasn't ready for it. But
you made,
Each his
or a
own.
big regret that you had at the time that taught you a very valuable lesson?
My haste to get married. Yeah, that would probably be it. So my marriage didn't work out, and I was in a very good place professionally, gave everything up because I felt that the clock was ticking.
and
and it backfired really.
that take note, women, men, take note of that particular thing she just said, because a lot of people don't know who they are when they're young. Like everybody talk about the frontal lobe, yeah, cool, whatever, right? But a lot of people change throughout the years. I'm not the same person in my 20s that I am in my 30s and my teens as well. So I'll probably say like every 5 years, I'm into something different, or I'm a different person, right? Not different person, but I have different tendencies. That's a better word to use. So with her saying that, I got married at 30. What's 2022? Yeah, I got married at 30, 32. I got married at 32. And for me personally, I feel that it was a good time, because personally, I felt like I was in a good place, and I feel that me and the other individual will grow together versus growing apart. That's for another video.
I would have waited before getting married. I think I got married really before I should have. It took me quite a long time to realize that.
So you're married?
I was married. My wife died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long were you married for?
45 years. No, 55. Sorry.
55. What was the secret to a relationship lasting 55 years? Most people can't even find someone for a few months right now.
Problem is, people don't have trust to each other and respect to each other. You have to respect other person as much or even more than what respect you ask from other person. And talk, whatever disagreement you have, sit down and talk.
Does it feel like we're missing that?
Oh yeah.
Tough. That's tough. So that was one of my pitfalls. And luckily my lady saw that, and then she She got your boy right. Communication.
Oh, yeah.
Communication
Why?
is key.
Because you guys don't have time for to sit down because you think you will lose something sitting down
Yeah.
and talk to your partner.
Yeah, we're too rushed, too busy.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky. I've been married 67 years. We got married very young. I was 22, she was 21. And we had all our kids by the time we were 30. Been a very happy marriage.
Yeah.
And she has looked after me.
She's still around?
Yep.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And she's in great shape. She looked after me when I was early 20s. I weighed like 240 pounds. And she got me eating correctly and exercising. And I think I'm in good shape physically. And
That's what it takes. That's what it takes. It takes y'all to come together as a cohesive unit to be able to grow. That's hey, them boy,
give a lot of the
gems.
credit to her.
Y'all better listen.
Yeah.
What has been one of the secrets, if you're thinking about it, to the relationship being this amazing at this point?
Compromise. No question. It's
Hey, that's all right.
very few things in life are worth fighting over. I wanted to go downtown. She wanted Westmount Square.
Mm.
So we went to Westmount Square, and I'm very happy. You know,
Compromise.
yeah, yeah,
Happy wife, happy life. It's true.
yeah. It's not worth fighting over.
Can you define the word love?
Extreme respect and caring. No more than that. The physical side dies early. It's not.
How early?
Oh, it varies.
Oh, God.
But,
How long have you been married for? How long were you married for?
I was married for 50 years.
And yourself?
Okay.
Yes. Through a few.
Oh, yeah. Have you?
I'm kind of like Henry VIII, but I've only had 3.
Okay. That's right.
So I was divorced after 24 years of marriage. That was very tough. And then I had a relationship for about 21 years, and that my husband died and had Alzheimer's. So then my present husband,
I hope that's it.
I think my last husband also lost his wife. We have been together now for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, very lucky. We
Yeah.
have this expression that we both have a lot of baggage. When we met when we were 72 years old. So you're going to have a lot of baggage.
Right, because it's hard to have purity in you in your 50s and 60s. People already have full lives before coming together. So even if you're in when you even have your first relationship, you guys already have a lot of things coming as far as, adolescents, teenagers. Then you get to your 20s, then you got that person had teenage years, their first love, etc., etc. Then you go to your 30s, so on and so forth. So in your 60s and 70s, and you find a relationship, then there's so much either you can talk about or you don't have to talk about it. There's experiences before you, and you just have to respect that.
So you give each other a generous baggage allowance.
At all ages? Or just?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, at all ages. It's not easy to share your life with a person. You're never going to have the exact same response to things, recognizing that your point of view may not be the other person's point of view.
Yeah.
A lot of tolerance.
Right. Can you guys define the word love for me?
Love to me is a commitment. It isn't just something that happens to you.
Yeah.
Like pow, love. It's something you work at. It's something that you have to nourish.
Yeah.
And
You grow into a
Yeah.
love relationship. It's not a 30-second.
like it
Like-
doesn't happen at first sight.
Yeah.
Maybe lust happens at first sight, but love is something.
Hey, that's one thing that happens with a lot of people is lust. But when you get old enough, you got to understand that those looks always fade, and you have to be able to fall in love with the person that they are and they can be, or fall in love with their traits that they currently have, and hopefully you guys expand on those traits together, and so on and so forth. There's a lot in between. There's a lot that has to be unraveled with that word, and it's tough. Right now the dating pool is crazy, so hopefully these individuals, they're cool. They know what they're talking about. They have experience. The current generations after me, they don't really have a lick of
Something
sense.
that takes a while to really nourish.
You and me right now, we're talking in a park on a beautiful day, and we wanted to make a painting here that shows kind of like our story. It's like a young person and an old person having a conversation about life, but also to show people one conversation you have with somebody might change your life.
I'm from Haiti. It's a country of artists. What I feel when I saw that, it shows the transfer of knowledge. If you cannot travel, you could talk to people who's older
Yeah.
or could give you experiences.
What's the value of speaking to another stranger, you think?
Le rapport humain,
It's the human touch, the
human touch,
Yeah.
feeling, c'est ce rapport-là. And
That's what life is about, basically.
it's life.
Well,
value.
hopefully both of us are open to being able to hear share some experiences, share some learnings, and from both sides, right? But as the older person, hopefully you're listening too.
Yeah, because we can both learn from each other,
That's
right?
right.
Do you wish
Right.
young people did this more?
For sure.
Everybody did more.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just young people,
Yeah.
but everybody. Yeah.
So that's a kind of a thing that I was taught in my family. Like I said, we have a wide variety of people in my family, age ranges as well. And for me, I used to take a lot of time out to spend with my great grandmother to understand certain things. Some of my friends, they have an old soul. I was like uncle or big bro, even before I even got this age that I am now. But or have a lot of wisdom because I would talk to the elders in my family and just understand or just sit with them and talk with them and get knowledge because they knew so much or they've been through so much that they had so much to give, but there were other people or other I say kinfolk, but there's other people in my family that never took the time to sit and understand or sit and talk to them. And for me, it was a blessing to know and get to understand these people and the journeys. And there was always, man, look, I heard conversations with my grandmother. I had a conversation with my grandmother because I had a class, and she gave me some stuff from them uh running a horse to exhaustion because she had so many siblings, and this was like I say 30s and 40s, like I'm gonna say back then, and they ran this horse into the ground, and like I would have never known if I wouldn't have had this conversation with my grandmother, right? And yeah, man, it's crazy because there's so many things that are so many scenarios that these people have had or journeys that they've had, and they're always willing to talk about it. You just gotta have the time to listen. So if you have a grandparent, a great grandparent, or just a parent, take time to just talk to them about some things, man, and they'll share life with you.
Don't see
Promise
gray
you.
hair and think,
Right. One lesson I've learned from all of these interviews is that surrounding yourself with the right people and the right environment is crucial to achieving the lifestyle that you want to live. And for us, having this piece draped up in your home or in your workspace instantly reminds you and motivates you every single day to become the best version of yourself. We work with one of my really good friends in Montreal who hand painted this. And so if you want to support her and you want to make sure that you brighten up your living and workspace, I highly recommend you grab a copy. There are limited copies available, linked in the description below. If you were to put yourself here, and let's say this was me, what advice would you give to me on living a great life? Maybe something you wish me and people my age would learn a little sooner.
Make a point of knowing, liking, and communicating with as many people as you can.
Right?
you
Okay.
know, look after yourself. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't abuse yourself.
Yeah, look after yourself.
Keep your options open, and travel is a big way to open your mind. So make sure that whatever you do in life, you get into doing some international travel.
I love that.
That was a golden gem. That was something that okay. So I preach traveling to a lot of my friends and family because it helps you, like you said, keep an open mind. And having an open mind helps you respect others on a different level. and respect cultures on a different level, right? Um, yeah, man, that's a deep one, and I love traveling already, and I love learning about other cultures because it helps you become well versed. But at the same time, you'll never know when you come across that culture, you'll never know what disrespect them, or there's a lot of things, right? So for me, it's like personally, I feel that that is a great tip, and also the taking care of yourself because you can't take care of yourself, you can't go on these trips, right? You can't explore, you can't travel. So take care of yourself to a point where you won't worry yourself into the ground. So in my 20s, I think I'm gonna say my 20s, I wore myself into the ground. And there were times where I realized that I did absolutely too much. So now I'm in a point of realizing that I used to give my all. I used to give my all to my jobs and never never taking that time, So
Travel, expose yourself, and for God's sake, be tolerant.
I've kind of learned that I don't like to give advice because I don't actually like it when people give me advice.
Yeah.
So all I can do is really talk about what my life is and my decisions. No, I don't have any advice, but I've got a lot of experience.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the advice you heard and you want to bring some of it into your space, make sure to check out our new
and appreciate the rock with me, man. I noticed it was a different tone than what we usually have. But we're gonna get back to that. But I felt like it was that time because it's the end of 2025. And I feel personally that we should be able to take some advice and incorporate it for next year for 2026.